such a smug look. Annoyed would put it lightly. What was your plan? I thought you and I said goodbye the moment I was moved to a managerial position in accounting. And just this morning, I walk into my office and I see a notice. I have an additional assignment. Apparently, the assistant coordinator of HR, yourself, spoke highly of my planning and coordination skills, and that your previous assistant was occupied at work, and that you felt it best for me to move back downstairs, away from my beloved position, with yet another assignment. And for what? To plan a holiday celebration for the company with you. That smug little expression of yours says it all. Don't play games with me. Were you expecting I would come down here and say, "Oh, you missed me that much? You wanted to see me again?" Please. I've already used that anyway. No, but you and I both know you have a most eager assistant already. A self-appointed one. What was his name? Vince from IT? You could have had him here. Why not? Oh, yes. I think I know why. You and Debbie talked a lot before she left the company. I'm sure she told you she left of her own accord. You would have known all about how I wanted this position. And then now I have it in my reach. Let me guess, you thought you could knock me down a peg. Bring me back down. Down here. Back to ground level. Oh, dear. I'll take a seat when I'm ready. But first, let's get one thing straight, dearie. You know I am not excited to be here. I'm not thrilled, even in the slightest. And you are, we'll say, less than excited. No, you are most certainly eager to be here, more than you're willing to admit. What makes me say that is because I know something else that you don't know. Instead of sitting, why don't you stand for a moment? You heard me. Stand up. A woman of class, elegance, professional, well-dressed, walking in heels, a symbol of feminine power. How fitting you walk in them so naturally, so eagerly. I'm not finished. Quiet. You see, young boys like your old assistant, young boys who have had maybe one girlfriend their entire life, maybe a high school sweetheart, maybe one their freshman year of college, and forever since have wondered what it feels like to enjoy a woman's touch. Boys like him see women like you call their name and they come fluttering towards you, practically flying out of their seats, because they see those sleek librarian reading glasses, luscious hair tied back behind them, and they start spinning these ideas of maybe, just maybe, I can try and impress her. Maybe this is my chance that I can get close. Maybe there's this chance that she might notice me. And every night, all he gets is just a whiff of your perfume on his thoughts. Where I'm going with this is that you and I both know that he's not your type, evidently. But if you were to engage in any kind of relationship with him, you know that you would tear him him apart. Shatter his poor little innocence. A woman like you is only focused on one thing. Don't you know? Why are you asking me? Are you testing me? You don't think I know? Well then, if I don't know, why is it that you back up every time I take a step forward? There's plenty of room already between us. I'm not even very close. Oh. And now there's no more ground for you to take. Should I step closer? You can pretend you don't know what's going on, but allow me to elaborate. You applied for this company years ago, but you didn't apply for HR. You applied for accounting. But they didn't have any jobs open. Instead, you found a position open in HR, applied there, and good old lovely Mallory just fell head over heels with a professional woman like you. She thought you'd brighten up the office, didn't she? But you looked at the records. You saw who applied that same day and filled up the accounting position. Why on earth would you want me to step back? You could fit 2 basketballs between us. We're not that close. You're not afraid. Unless look me in the eyes and tell me. Do I terrify you? Or do I make you enraged? What a good little woman you are. Almost dropped the act. But of course, you see, the act is so ingrained in your system that every day when you and I arrive at work, we go our separate ways. You to the job that took you in, me to the position you wanted. And every single day, you and I did everything to test, poke, and prod the other, almost as if you wanted to know what qualifications did I have over you. Your conclusion? None. I just got there first. Don't you remember? I have access to the numbers. I know how good your progress has been ever since you started. And it tanked the moment I left. It admittedly took me a little longer to figure it out, but I, the man you despised, the man who did everything to annoy you in our little games of cat and mouse, I am also your perfect competition. And the moment that competition left, so did your sense of drive. Go ahead and deny it. You have your records. I have our numbers. We know the truth. Just like how you did not stop me one moment from getting closer to you. This is how you've kept young boys like your old assistant. Just enough control for them to think they're the ones in power. With you pinned up against the wall right here, with a gloved, suited man, almost like a thief stealing your dream position, placing an arm above you, it may look like I'm in control. But you know, one word to the rest of your friends in HR, and I'm history. Simple as that. And I'm forced to back away. Is that why you didn't make a big fuss? Admit it. You may hate me. You may despise me. I may be every bit of aggravating as you imagine, but Even psychology suggests that without just a little bit of stress in your life, you have very little drive. Not to mention that you have actually shown your biases. No, indeed, you have. Well, I had to keep this just for the record purposes. You kept bouncing my numbers. I know, it's not corporate fraud, but every time you delayed my pay stubs, delayed my team's submissions, I had to call and talk with you. And your numbers improved. But when you lie about those kinds of details, it does look a lot like fraud if you just tell the right story. Indeed. You have to admit, our little game of cat and mouse has been quite entertaining. So maybe you're right. Maybe I don't despise being down here with you again, but one question remains. Who is the cat? And who is the mouse? Are you sure, little mouse? Are you absolutely sure? Well, let's test that then. No, and don't look away. Oof, such a soft chin. Oh, and even sweeter eyes. Oh, I'll leave those glasses on for now. But first, push me away. And I'll go. Push away your competition, your drive. Push away the man who will absolutely drive you insane if you get any closer to him. I'm not like the Fortune 500 executives. If you push me away, I promise to leave and never, ever see you again. But if you don't want me any further from you, I want to see if those eyes are lying. I'll put these glasses back on, dear. Keep them safe in my suit pocket. There. Maybe I did always find you just a little seductive. The way you hissed at me in frustration. The way you glared every time I made a point that you couldn't refute. It was a little entertaining when you did make a response. Leave me dry in the mouth. Perhaps we can remedy that. Oh, you have an idea. Well, speak, little mouse. Or shall I call you kitten? All right, I'm listening. What's your idea? Keep talking. It wouldn't hurt your chances running your nail down my chest like that. Although I must admit you need to be careful. It almost looks like you don't despise me. What will the office think if they see we're on good terms? Very well. Your ideas divide the work. Divide the work and try to outpace the other. But what about the winner? I heard that they're going to give us a bonus. So why Why don't we report to the VP of Finance? Let him give us a score. Call it Employee Aptitude Evaluation. Whoever has the higher score uses their check to buy the other dinner. What did you have in mind? Gives the check to the other? Are you serious? Right, seen in public, and a dinner. Well, fine then. If you win, I'll give you my check. If I win, you better treat me to a nice dinner. I'm not cheap. God, don't mind me. Just feeling how firm your hair tie is. Have you ever been told that you have such soft hands? I gave you a chance to tell me to leave. So you tell me this, if you're looking me dead in the eyes angrily, hungrily, if you bite your lip looking at mine, then tell me that a light kiss on the cheek was unwarranted. Very well. But I have a question now. Were you upset that I kissed your cheek? Or were you angry that I missed your lips? Your stunned silence speaks volumes. Best get to work, dear. The clock is ticking. We don't have all day to plan. I'll be in my office if you need me.